Well, hello again, fellow beer lovers. I'm here at the spacious estate of my friend Travis. We won't mention his last name because he wants to remain anonymous. But today we're trying another beer from the illustrious Indeed Brewing Company here. It's a local Minnesota beer. My repeat customers out there in YouTube land will recall the one of my favorite IPAs is made by Indeed. That's the Let It Ride.
Don't forget about the black IPA Midnight Rider as well.
Midnight Rider is also from Indeed. I'm not sure if we've covered. I think we may have covered that one recently. But today we're doing Lucy Session Sour. Now I'm not sure. This is courtesy of Travis. I don't know anything about it. I know we've done a couple of sour mash beers last year. Is this a sour mash? Okay. Well, and it's a session sour. Okay. Well, session can mean almost anything.
It means keep drinking it.
So the head was very modest. And there's a lot of particulate in there. It's fairly dark. I mean, it's not as light as a Pilsner. Of course, it's not nearly as dark as a stout, of course. But anyway, what's that smell like? It's definitely an unusual aroma. Can't place it. You got any no descriptors? Okay. Well, I'm gonna try it. Yeah, it tastes like similar to the sour mash that we tried a while back. Very citrusy. What are your thoughts on this one?
There's an initial wave of tartness.
Tart would be probably the #1 word to describe it. Absolutely, that's the sour.
Relatively smooth and easy drinking though as well.
I'm trying to figure out what else is in there with that. I mean, it's citrusy, it's sour, it's tart. I don't know, it tastes maybe like a mixture of lemon and maybe a little bit, just a tiny bit of apple or something going on.
Potentially even pineapple.
Pineapple. I have to admit, I mean, when I covered that sour mash a few months ago, I said it was among my least favorite beer types, but it's definitely interesting. What's the, do you have the alcohol by volume on that one?
4.2.
4.2. Okay, moderate.
27 IBU.
Mm-hmm.
Indeed is a solid brewing company that if anyone is gonna make you rethink your distaste towards sours, they could do it.
Yeah, I like Indeed. Just, yeah, the fact that they were able to produce such a delicious IPA. I've mentioned it before on here that what I like about their IPA, the thing is, anybody can throw Citra hops and then throw additional Citra hops in their recipe and say, voila, we got ourselves an IPA, and then everybody flocks to it and says, wow, you're a micro, you're a craft beer brewer. But you know, these days, I mean, in the old days, there were people that drank. There were two types of people. There were the people that drank all the usual swill, and then the people that also drank Sam Adams. And you know, and it's because they threw hops in there and they prided themselves on it. Well, everybody else followed suit, and so everybody else has an IPA, and that's how they distinguish themselves. Well, if everybody's doing it, they're not really distinguishing themselves anymore. So what I like about the IPAs that I really like is that they're not like all the rest. So, in the case of Indeed, Let It Ride, you got like watermelon notes and stuff going on instead of just gobs and gobs of Citra. Um, so, I'm the first to admit I do not know enough about this particular class of beers to really comment, in an educated way on it. I can say that served fairly cold on a summer day, this is refreshing. So anyway, why don't you guys try it out? Better yet, get yourself a multi-pack of Indeed so you can try some different stuff in case you dislike this particular. Definitely, this would be what I would consider an acquired taste, sour mash beers. So try it out and then comment, subscribe, like, and share. Until next time, cheers.